Hey everybody, Mark Johnson here, founder and creative director of Able Ape Studios, back again with another It's Go Time episode 13. In today's episode, I want to talk about mental imagery or visualization and how to visualize your own success. So according to Daniel Candish, a PhD, a psychologist in New York, his research has shown that musicians, businessmen, executives, entrepreneurs have used this idea of mental imagery to help focus and improve their performance. This can also help you as well. So let's talk about how it works. So whether you're doing the physical activity already or you're just imagining the physical activity, the same brain functions are being triggered. Okay? So when we envision, or when we exert physically, we engage the sympathetic nervous system, which governs the fight or flight. Our heart rate is engaged, whether it goes up or it goes down or stays stable. Our breathing is also engaged. So if we're running or we're doing something that's physically exerting, the breathing is increased, and also our blood pressure. Okay, but at the same time, when we just envision it, like I said, like I'm just closing my eyes right now, the same functions are being triggered. And on a psychological level, envisioning success can help boost confidence as well as motivation. So let's talk about the envisioning process. Okay, basically you want to find a quiet space and just kind of be able to, in a sense, meditate. Okay, but as you're envisioning what it is you want to accomplish, there's a list of things that I want to talk to you about that you want to be able to do as you're envisioning, so that you can make it that much stronger and that much more effective. Okay, so you want to use all your five senses. Smell, taste, touch, sight, feel. You want to be able to see all of those in your vision. Okay, so whether you're closing your eyes or you're just kind of just focusing on a certain spot on the wall or in the sky, whatever it may be. You want to be able to use all your five senses in a sense to kind of give you a fuller picture of what it is you're trying to create in your life. You want to be the star. Okay, you want to use your point of view. You don't want to be viewing this experience from the audience. Okay, you want to be viewing it from your point of view as it's happening to you. You want to practice. Okay, this is something you're going to have to do pretty regular. Like I talk about, I try to meditate at least twice a day. 5 minutes each time, or if more, I can do more. But just like meditation, you're going to have to do this to practice. You're going to have to practice to get better at this and get stronger and get your process down. Another way you can do this, which has been very helpful for me, is to write it down. Write it down like a story. Saying, being I like to tell stories, for me writing is very cool, because not only am I being able to write what I want, I'm also envisioning it in my head. So maybe that might be a better way to go about it than maybe find a quiet space and closing your eyes and kind of like doing a meditation. Maybe for you it would be better if you just kind of write it down. Get specific. No matter what you're doing, what your visualization process is, or what you're trying to visualize, you're going to have to get specific. You want to be able to know as much information as possible of what you're trying to create, accomplish, and do. So get specific. Focus on the positive. Okay. And this is an interesting one, because a lot of times people will focus on the negative, the things that they don't want, rather than things that they do want. So in a sense, when you're visualizing, be it writing down or whatever, make sure it's from the positive and it's not from a negative viewpoint or a view stance that's in a sense going to hinder you in your visualization process. You want to imagine every step. Okay, imagine every step. So in a sense, let's go back to the sports reference. Okay, so it's a basketball player. So you want to imagine the ball going around the horn, the next player, into your hands. You're setting your feet, you're hitting the three, you're feeling the ball going through the net. I'm saying that's kind of a process, or say it's like this, business executive, someone doing sales, they're finding the customer, they're talking with the customer, they're finding some camaraderie with the customer, they're making the sale, the money's in their hand. However it may be, that was, that makes sense to you, or is really geared to the thing that you want to be able to manifest or create, or the success that you want to see in your life. Feel the results. Feel yourself becoming that person that you want to become. Okay? In your body, in your mind, in your heart, all the way through. You want to script your success. You want to know what's happening every single time, and even the things that could go wrong, that possibly could go wrong, so that when something does go wrong, and it's really in the moment, you're able to still, put that right foot forward, show that confidence, and be the person that you want to be. Be yourself. You want to see the best version of you, and not some version that you think people will respond to. Okay? So those are my tips on mental imagery, or visualizing your success. I hope they were helpful to you. There's plenty of ways to go about this. This is kind of really a basic way to kind of go about it. I know what works for me. I think the writing it down is very helpful for me. Being specific has been very helpful for me. And like I said, a lot of times I really incorporate this into my meditation time. So, I like being able to get still and quiet, and then be able to visualize the things that I want to be able to manifest and create in my life. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, definitely subscribe. If you have any comments, definitely leave them in the comment box below. I'd love to start a conversation with you out there. Maybe you have some techniques that could be helpful to me, so definitely share those in the comment box below. And like we always do at this time, have a blessed day. See you on the flip side. Let's go.